What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis. Get this. Ryan and Gervonta go in on the performance of Devin Haney taking on George Kambosos this past Sunday or Saturday, depends on where you are in the world. This is what we saw, okay? Ryan Garcia quotes, boring. Then Ryan Garcia tries to associate, he hashtags Gervonta Tank Davis, says, Gervonta, you watching this stuff? When we fight, don't let it be like this. Gervonta Tank Davis replied back, shut the F up. Let me counterpunch. Ryan, of course, he would be sidelined and giving his own counterpunch, his 2 cents of how he felt about the fight. No, the fight wasn't really exciting, but of course, like I always say, it takes 2 to tango, okay? You don't fight the way a fighter wants you to fight. So if Devin beat George Kambosos with a jab and every so often a right hand, this is how it is. Let it be. You can't blame Devin Haney for beating him in the easiest way. You can't do that. Why would you want to do that? At the end of the day, we're looking at a guy that was beaten with a jab, a guy that refused to throw his jab throughout the fight, George Kambosos. He looked for one right hand, which he couldn't land all night. So, again, you are blaming Devin Haney. And I know what that is, and I know why that is. And that is because sidelining fighters that didn't step up when they could have then finds themselves in regret when fights like this happen. See, now at this point, if Gervonta wants to campaign at 135, he has to go past Devin Haney. They can't make another title because Devin Haney has them all. If Ryan Garcia wants to do anything at 135, again, they have to go through and to Haney. Where Haney took the chances that none of those guys took or none of those guys' handlers wanted them to take. I think on Ryan's end, it was more of a personal issue. I think on Tank's end, it was more of a management issue. Nonetheless, these guys now, it sounds like, especially from Ryan Garcia, just somebody hating. And I seen really Gervonta really doesn't have much to say about this. He was just included, because Ryan tried to, include him in it. Like, hey, you watching this stuff? When we fight, don't let it be like this. Trust me, if it's like that, Ryan Garcia would wish it could be like Devin Haney beat George Kambosos, because I don't see that fight happening in that way. And that would be the only way I see Ryan beating Gervonta Tank Davis. I see him getting off because he's fast, he's quick, he's taller if he uses his height, which a lot of times he does with the structured and British style Mayweather form that he has, right? He's straight up and down. So he would be happy if he had a successful fight with Tank Davis. That's if he ever fought Tank Davis. Who knows if that would happen? But Gervonta was just like, hey, man, shut up, basically. Take me out of it. You're not fighting me. So I don't want to hear from you. So don't use me to sideline hate on a fight that you have nothing to do with. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis responding to the epic fight between Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!